here we have the Noob. It's his first time playing Minecraft, and he's not quite sure what to do. He's heard a little bit about the game before playing, and watched a tutorial briefly before booting up this world. But unfortunately for him, he's in a Discord call with his friend, and his friend seeks to lead him astray, and provide the worst advice possible on how to beat the game. Hello, and welcome to another math video. I'm not sure where I got the idea for this video, but at this point it's been floating around inside my head for nearly a year. In this video, I will be going through the same categories as the Math of Minecraft video, which, for a brief recap, are wood, stone, food, iron, diamonds, Nether Portal, finding a fortress, blaze rods, ender pearls, and finding the Stronghold. But instead, I will be trying to find the worst methods to beat the game, requiring the most amount of time, effort, and RNG, except for blaze rods and finding another fortress, since to my knowledge, the only way to obtain blaze rods is just by killing blazes, and the only way to find a nether portal is just to walk around the nether and you'll eventually find one. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe. Now let's get into it. Starting with wood, this section is a lot more based on my opinion than the rest. I started by looking for chests that wooden planks might generate in, but the only one I could find was the bonus chest, and it is a 2 out of 3 chance, so way too easy to get. And I don't want to use the bonus chest because still that would be way too easy overall because it's just like boom, there's a free chest. I then moved on to trying to find them in structures, and this is what I meant when I said this was more based on my opinion. For this, I would say either the spruce planks from a witch hut because it's so far out. Quick side note, editing elemental here. When making this video, I didn't actually realize that witch huts have oak logs on them, so for the sake of the challenge, you just can't mine those, you have to use the spruce planks. Or maybe the dug oak planks from an ancient city, just because of the warden being there, it makes it that difficult. I did look for logs in chests to see if there were any crazy rare ones, but unfortunately everything was either from the bonus chest or had an over 60% chance to spawn in, so way too common. So for my final pick, I'm just going to go with the spruce planks from a witch hut, just because of all the walking you'll have to do, and there are a crap ton of dug oak planks in the ancient city, so if you can just avoid the warden, you can get a lot of wood. Next up is stone, which this one was much simpler than the wood. There's a 37.7% chance you get a singular piece of stone from the mason's chest in a village. Moving on to food. This one is simple, but oh my god is it terrible. Out of all the food items in Minecraft, you have things like the raw chicken, tropical fish, and even spider eyes. But the worst by a mile is the pufferfish. Not only is it the worst in terms of how much hunger and saturation it restores, but it also gives you the potion effects of hunger 3, nausea, and poison 2, making you much worse off than before you ate it. Next up is iron. I'm gonna be completely honest here, originally I was torn between getting iron from a Bastion Bridge chest and a Woodland Mansion chest. I was very torn about this, and it probably took me the longest to decide out of any of these. I asked my friends, I was trying to do complex math to figure it out, until eventually I had decided on the Woodland Mansion. But I had forgotten about something even dumber than traveling thousands of blocks just to get some iron ingots. The zombie. For some reason, there is a 2.5% chance that a singular iron ingot will drop when you kill a zombie or a zombie villager. That's the same as 1 in 40, so on average it would take about 960 zombie kills to get a full suit of iron armor. For diamonds, I was originally stuck between 3, mineshafts, shipwrecks, and the Stronghold itself. I counted out mineshafts since it didn't have the smallest percent chance or the smallest amount of diamonds you could actually find. So once again, I consulted the math experts and they went with shipwrecks. But this time I disagreed. So I went and looked it up in the Minecraft wiki and found that the Stronghold altar chest actually has a smaller chance to get diamonds than shipwrecks. I mean, considering shipwrecks are kind of like everywhere in the ocean, I'm not really surprised by that. Now, how do I get to the Stronghold, you may ask? Just wait and see. For the Nether Portal, I went with finding a ruined portal, since it's really the only way you can get to the Nether that has any variability. I mean, besides going from village to village to get obsidian from a blacksmith's chest to build the largest portal possible, but I'm not that evil. So instead, you'll have to find this exact ruined portal, known as Giant Portal 3. Why this portal, you may ask? It's because you need to fill in the most amount of obsidian to make a valid portal. Where do you get the obsidian for this, you may ask? Do you A, use the spare obsidian from the portal to fill in the gaps? Do you B, break the portal and just make a smaller one out of it? Or do you C, go from village to village to get obsidian from blacksmith chests? bum, 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 bum. The answer was C. You'll need to go from village to village to get obsidian from blacksmith chests. So yes, I lied earlier, I am that evil. Also, check out this cool thing I found out you can do with structure blocks. For ender pearls, there are only 2 places you can get them besides killing endermen: the Stronghold altar chest and Piglin Trading. This one is a battle between, in my opinion, on what would be more annoying and what Minecraft's actual programming says would be more annoying. Piglin Trading gives you a less % chance to get the ender pearls, but actually getting to the Stronghold first without them, to me, is probably one of the hardest things you can do in this game. So I went with that. Which also ties us into getting to the Stronghold in the first place. In my notes, I just wrote, walk around and hope. But I decided to actually think of a little bit of a strategy. The strategy to find the Stronghold is based on this image, and the fact that the further you go away from spawn, the more Strongholds generate. I flip-flopped on this a lot, since there are more Strongholds further away, but it would take less effort to find one close by. Eventually, I ended up with going with the closest ring to spawn, 1,280 blocks to 2,816 blocks, since I think overall it's a good balance because it is still pretty inefficient and annoying to find the Stronghold, but it wouldn't be literal pain. Now you may be thinking to yourself, Elemental, this seems nearly impossible. You have food that kills you, and to get diamonds you basically have to get to the end of the game, and then to even find that, you have to dig a massive amount of blocks and just hope you get lucky in a short amount of time. And I will agree, this does seem like one of the hardest challenges in Minecraft. I mean, at least I'm not making you do it on half a hard. So I'll be nice, and I'll make a slightly easier version for you, if for some reason someone wanted to attempt this. For food, I'll replace pufferfish with the tropical fish, since the food and saturation restoration, hey that rhymes, is as bad as pufferfish, but it doesn't give you all of the bad potion effects. For iron, it remains the same, unless for some reason you actually want to go to the nether to get iron. For diamonds, I'll change that to shipwrecks, and ender pearls are now obtained through Piglin Trading. For strongholds, I actually had to think of something new here, instead of just going back in my notes and finding something slightly easier to do. And for this one, you'll have to get 12 eyes of ender exactly. You cannot get any more than 12. And if one breaks, you'll have to go exactly back up to 12 again to get to the stronghold. And that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. If you want to attempt this, by all means, go ahead, whether it be the extreme or watered down versions, but if you do, please do record it, upload it to YouTube, and send it to my Discord server. The link is in the description, because I would love to watch any attempts, no matter how long they are, what strategies, because I cannot think of like a way someone could beat this if it wouldn't take them like hours upon hours. So good luck to you if you try, and thank you so much for watching this. I'm sorry it took so long, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.